3 ways. In my first night of being an Uber driver, I picked up 3 drilling engineers.
I have been selected by LinkedIn to be one of the very first LinkedIn Live beta users. And from what I know, this is the very first LinkedIn Live shot for somebody in the oil and gas business.
Your resume is doing one job, and that one job is to get you the interview. It's not to get you the
100%.
Job, right? It's to get you an interview.
Just yet, I don't know if you guys are afraid to ask Terry questions, but feel free to ask him. Anything is open. Is it often more difficult in large companies to push through new approaches, or is it more difficult to overcome the old school mentality?
So let me go back to the last question.
You guys are live on LinkedIn right now. Who wants to hold the mic?
You're more as a professional athlete, in my opinion, where the hot take, it doesn't take me time to write about because all I do is read.
Shit.
There you go.
Battery died.
Hot take battery backos. Typical MWD hand. Battery died mid-job.
There you go.
Sorry, guys. Let me see. I'd have to call my mom.
Hi. I haven't seen you in a while, David. I haven't seen you since you lost your razor.
Here, you guys talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love it. It's like every other day, I guess.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I knew that there was going to be a pirate theme today, and I didn't want to be the only one out of it. And I am surprised, BJ, that you did not participate in today's theme.
Screw you guys. I own this costume. I love this costume. Like, screw you.
I hope you're out there watching it, Ed. I'm telling the world that you're crazy.
Off. Test. There we go. There we go. I fixed it. No audio, Gibson. Audio mute. No sound. Bah, 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 bah. All right. Got it fixed, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I have 0 show planned for today, but doesn't really bother me because I put on one hell of an RSS event earlier this week. So, to get things going, and just to be able to do a quick recap, we've got 28 people watching. Thank you guys all for being here. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know what you think of the RSS event. If you watched it, if you didn't, shame on you. I sent out about a gazillion invites for it. So you must have been, if you're watching this show and you didn't hear about that, you had to have been living under a rock. I'm guessing this is not anybody's first episode to be watching, so I'm not even going to ask that. But let me know where you guys are watching from. Here we go. Keith, pre-planning prevents piss poor performance. Piss poor performance, then. That's what you guys are getting. Thanks, Keith, for pointing that out. Appreciate it, brother. Screw it. I'm off my rocker today. Here we go. This is your minute with Keith. And I'm on the wrong one. Brand 1. There you go.
Hey, David. Thanks for having me on again. Once again, great job on the RSS event. Next time, you got to have like an audience cam or something, so then I can go in and put up signs like this, you know, or things like this. You know, that's a lot harder than you might think, because I had to, with the magic of technology, realize that I had to write all that backwards. I had written out in a very nice sign and held it up, and oh my God, it's all backwards. So 5 seconds ago, I just learned to write backwards. Minute with Keith is about advertising and trying to get myself out there, getting my next job. And quick little story on my resourcefulness. I've basically been having some trouble with a few government programs here, and it's just because I recently became a citizen. Just got sworn in on December 11th. And so I reached out to State Representative Brooks Landgraf. And sure enough, his office got back to me. Shout out to them. The system works. And a great lady named Mackenzie called me back and got me in touch with the head of this program and got me fixed up all within a couple hours. A lot of people dog on the government, but for me yesterday, I reached out and sure enough, it works. So Brooks Landgraf, state representative for Odessa, awesome. And if you don't know where to go, you just look it up online. Usually most problems can be solved with a phone call. It's a matter of finding the right person and their number to get a hold of them in the first place. Once again, demonstrating my resourcefulness, hoping to bring that to a team soon. And once again, love it, David. Had a great time watching the show this week, and glad you were able to put another one on today. Thanks for having me on. If David can get me off the air.
Sorry, I was cleaning my glasses real quick. I had a whole bunch of speckles. Sorry about that, Keith. That was your minute with Keith. Guys, give this guy a call. He deserves a job. He's out there hustling, absolutely hustling. And he's doing a phenomenal job out there on LinkedIn, and not just for himself, but also for a lot of other people out there, giving other people shout outs and bringing visibility to some of the other people here in our industry that are also looking for work or just staying active in the community, which is important. So thank you guys for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. Let's go through some of the people that are watching here this week. We've got Ben tuning in from Kenya. Ben, thanks for being here, brother. Edmond, Oklahoma. Matt Hill. Thank you. He posted a picture yesterday with his little boy with the drill bit, the 3D printed drill bit. I actually started printing. I got the printer going again last night. Had to make some adjustments and fix and clean a couple of things. Started printing something, came in this morning, filament ran out. And I didn't even notice it until 2 hours later. I looked over and I was like, how's it doing? And it's like, oh, it's been printing nothing for 4 hours. Alexis from Houston, thanks for being here, sir. Alex from Ghana, port management graduate. Excellent. Matt says he loves the show. Wow, that's great, Keith. Roy Strawn from Garden City, Texas. Thanks for being here. And Whitney Bell from Elmore City, Oklahoma. So, Mahan from India. There we go. And then Angelica from Calgary. I think she works over at Evo. If that's we just connected the other day. Thanks for being a new connection. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, like I said, I really didn't have anything in particular planned for today. I have spent so much time and effort into the Rotary Steerable event, which went off absolutely amazing. Like, I didn't even put on a button-up shirt today. I just wore my hoodie. Today's probably one of the last days in Texas where we're going to be able to get away with wearing a hoodie in the morning, because by the time I walk out the door for lunch, it's going to be completely inappropriate work attire. Grads tuning in from Houston, and Sharif from Abu Dhabi. Wow, man, everybody from all over the world's here. I'm trying my hardest. I said this, I know, at the beginning of the Rotary Steerable event. Wait, Angela, it says your first time. This is your first show? It's like the worst one possible for this to be your first show. I apologize. Hopefully you did watch the RSS event the other day. That would have been a better first one. We topped out on that one, everybody, by we hit probably right at 800 people watching in real time. I don't think that's any record-breaking stuff. I wanted it to be, but I just don't think we hit it. Sunil is watching it. Sunil, he's the person in charge of all of this stuff. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Brand, gotta click back over to the other one. This one. Sunil was the one in charge of making all of these for me. Ooh, see him in 3 different spots. So he did all of those for me, along with all of the. So there's you guys can't see the background. So I think that's the only one I can actually show right now that I've got queued up. So he's the one that made all of those for me. He did an absolutely phenomenal job. I really do appreciate all the work that he put into those. Here's one of the graphics that he made. He was the one who made all of these for me for being able to help promote the event and stuff. So Sunil, thank you so much for all of that help. And I'm paying the invoice like today. So popped in and out. There was a ton of good talk to the table. Okay. So yeah, like I said, guys, I didn't really have anything planned. I put so much effort into the Rotary Steerable event. The Vidor show has been lacking in the past couple of weeks, but I wanted to be able to come on and let y'all know some of the other future things that we've got going on, some of the things we'll be doing here in the near future. So we're going to be talking to a couple of people associated with the new geothermal projects, specifically the drilling portion of it. We've got somebody coming in who evaluates wheels and deals with oil and gas projects. We've got that one coming up. Trying to think. We're going to do bit design. We'll have a couple of individuals come on and do a presentation about how they actually design drill bits, what they're looking for, how to maximize that. Have them come on. We're going to be doing more stuff with Fred Dupriest, more stuff with Graham Mintz and Wilmot, and whatever the audience request is. If y'all have more stuff that you guys want me to be able to do on the show, more stuff that y'all want to bring to the next level, let me know. Other really important news is LinkedIn is actually going to start building community management, which essentially means they're going to start paying creators who put content out on their channel. How much money are they going to get paid? What are they going to get paid for? Is it about likes, comments, follows, whatever? Or are they just going to help people with affiliate relationships to where, if some big company just wants the viewership and they sponsor shows like this, I can't get my hands right to put the stuff up there. They'll start doing that. So that's pretty big. That's kind of interesting for me because I do spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. I do a lot of things there. I do have to let everybody know also, I don't think I have the graphic for it right now. So we got Henry saying it, tuned in from Columbia. Thanks for being here, sir. And Paul Moore, the guys over at Vibration Technology, absolutely amazing company. I think it's really cool, some of the stuff they do. So if you haven't done it yet, go check out Vibration Technologies. It would be amazing. So is that you? That would be amazing. Does that mean what? The people that are getting paid? I hope so. If that's the question you're referring to, Whitney. I do have something. I don't have it queued up right now. Like I said, guys, I've been honest. I've been burnt out this week from the Rotary Steerable event. I put so much effort into that one. I do want to know, for the people that are watching, I asked this in the poll the other day. What topics do y'all want to see covered potentially? Because I'm not committing to this fully right now. If we were to host another event, what do you want to see? For those people who did watch it, I want this part to be very interactive, please, because I want to be able to get the feedback. I can't call and talk to everybody. This is like the best way for me to be able to have a conversation with multiple people all at once. So guys, please be active over here in the comments. They're actually over here, that side, but on the screen they're over here, but everything's backwards. Let me know what you guys liked, what you didn't like. Everybody just keeps saying good job. I appreciate it. Thank you. But any hard criticisms, things like that, things I need to do better, less panels, more technology, more independence, more stuff from Gibson Reports, whatever it may be, let me know. Really want to be able to see what you guys are looking for as far as future content. I've got a couple of ideas. Digital drilling solutions is one of them. Artificial intelligence, machine learning case studies. So not just futuristic, hey, we can solve any and every problem, but specific problems that could be solved or have been solved. with AI ML, specifically in the upstream space. And then another one that a lot of people have been asking for is managed pressure drilling. So those were the top three as far as people reaching out to me and letting me know. Directional live drone from a drone system. Yeah. Keith says, thanks for having me on again, David. Thanks for you being here. I liked your little sign, but they were backwards. I don't think you had to write them backwards. I think it comes across the screen correctly. I don't know. Maybe we could test that out here in a second. So Mohammed's saying geomechanics drilling. If you like geomechanics stuff, I did do a Vidor Locksmith last year with Dr. Amy Fox. I think that one is about the April timeframe. You can go check that out. I'll pull up the link here in just a second. It'll be on my LinkedIn page, so I'll post that in the comments. And so you guys can go check that one out. AI in oil and gas and the future. Definitely check that out. So Angelica says AI and digitization specific examples sound awesome. Yes, I have had a lot, or I've been to a lot of events. I've been part of conferences and I've watched a lot of these things, and a lot of the AI ML conversations just say, give us all your data and we can solve all your problems. And I'm very much against that marketing and sales approach. So I would be very, very, very strict on the content that's actually brought forward. It would have to be very specific examples stating exactly what they did, how they did it, and then how they were able to, or whatever problems and value that was brought to the end client. So can't just let AI people have carte blanche when they get up there to talk, because they'll just say buzzwords the whole time and you'll be confused by the end of it. LinkedIn user says possible future stuff: repurposing old wells, fields for CO2 storage, or geothermal power supply. Man, I really wish I knew who said that. That's a great comment. Who's it? Okay, that's not updating, so never mind. I can't even see it. I hope they get this thing figured out. Also, who was there for the giveaway that I was able to do with StreamYard? Speaking of StreamYard, love those people over there. So StreamYard is the streaming system that I use for the show. If you guys want to start using it, let me know. I got one of those little affiliate links. I get like $1 or something every time somebody signs up. So I think I'm up to $2 right now. So let me know. Let's see if I can pull that thing up real quick here to let you guys know. Go to my website. Not my website, my LinkedIn page. All right, here we go. So for the person that was asking about the geomechanics stuff, and if you guys want to see any past episodes, there it is for those watching on YouTube, and then over here for those that are watching on LinkedIn. Boom, there it is. Okay, so let's keep going here. Okay, Duncan says overviews of the directional MWLW markets and challenges in different parts of the world, breakouts from US land centric. That definitely sounds interesting. One of the big issues, though, with the international MWLWD market or the directional drilling market is it's primarily dominated by the big four. And so there's very few independent players outside of the US. There are some, there's just not very many. And so that conversation really doesn't last very long. And then if there's, only 2 independent providers in, like, let's say Nigeria, well, you get presentations from like 2 people and that's it. So it is definitely something we can look at and continue to work on. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying there is the reality of that situation. As opposed to here in the US, we have tons and tons and tons of service providers. Speaking of which, because I had to go through this so quick the other day, I could redo my presentation that I had the other day. So if you're an operator, if you want to see RSS versus conventional, right? If you want to see those kind of stats right here, and actual stats, not this, if you want to see those actual stats, get in touch with me. We have a software program that we've built that's ready to go. We just need operators to get on board with us. You want to be able to see RSS for conventional plus days versus depth with your offset competitors. This is for both service companies and for operators, right? Talking to the executive group here. You want to see this stuff? Get in touch with me. And finally, you want to see RSS versus conventional, days versus depth, and lateral footage drilled in the US on a regular basis, and then see how much footage has been drilled in the past week, as opposed to always looking at rig count. We can look at what's actually been done. capable of doing that, get in touch. Other stuff. This is what we do provide at Gibson Reports. Granted, we got 40 people watching today, but this will show you what we can do as a company. Should probably stand over here like this because I put it on the screen too big. So we can show you exactly how much footage was surveyed by each service company that worked for EOG over the last 12 months, when they did it and how much they did it. So here's what you've got so far over the last 12 months. Gordon, TrueShot, Total, QES, DrillTech, Pro-D, Neighbors, and Invictus are all the companies that have done work for EOG in the last 12 months, and they're all ranked by the amount of footage they've done. Obviously, the vast majority of it all being done by Gordon with 1.4 million feet, followed by TrueShot, Total, QES, DrillTech. So that's one of the things we do. Now, the other big winner, here you go. This is the ranking based on footage over the last 12 months for all service companies in the state of Texas. Gordon, number 1. Phoenix, number 2. Scientific, 3. Schlumberger, 4. And Pro-D rounding out the top 5. Followed by MS, QES, Halliburton, Legacy, Cathedral, Total, Dixon Directional, Baker Hughes, Premier, and then TrueShot rounding out your top 15. So this is showing that Gordon Technologies has got 19% market share in the state of Texas as far as MWD footage is concerned. Quite a big stat there. Then a final stat for you guys. Here we go. The Big Four make up 13% of the total footage drilled in the last 12 months in the state of Texas. And the state of Texas, in the U.S. in general, is not dominated by the Big Four / Big Three. It is dominated by your private equity, your independents, and your publicly traded companies. So the companies that are outside of those Big Four are the ones that get the vast majority of the work. As you can see, 87% of it is done by the other companies. So those are your numbers there. That's what's everything's happened in the last 12 months. That was going to be my presentation, followed by a bunch of other stuff that I was going to do, and I ran out of time. If anybody thinks that's interesting data, let me know. Let's go back over here to the comments. Oscar, who was on the RSS event the other day. Thank you so much, Oscar. And I think it was a huge milestone for me to be able to get somebody from Chevron that's currently employed with Chevron to be able to come onto my show or my conference, and that to be able to get past their legal department heads, communication, everything else. So it was a huge win for me. So Oscar, thank you so much for having been there. It really meant a lot to me. A lot of opportunities in other disciplines such as completions, reservoir production, facilities, and engineering. Speaking of the opportunities, I'll see if I can get this pulled up real quick. I will be speaking on April 7th, I believe it is. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'll be presenting on April 7th for the SPE Gulf Coast Sections hiring event. And good gosh, this was tagged in here a whole bunch the other day, but now I can't find it. There it is. All right, I'll get this pulled up in just a second. Save image as, put it on the desktop, upload it to the internet, do all these funny things with it. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, guys. I'm I'm just doing 100% of the show live right now. So it's not normally the way it's done, but I want to be able to bring this up for you guys. Here we go. There we go. It'll load in just a second. So I'll be speaking at this hiring event. Here we go. Boom. There we go. Virtual industry panel event. Pivot or patience. What's next for the oil and gas professionals? Pre-hiring event, April 6th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're going to have Todd Blassingame, who is the president of SPE, Melanie Woods, who is managing partner and recruiter at CGL. She's absolutely amazing. Nathan Meehan, myself, and Susan House. So y'all be sure to sign up for that. You have to be in the, I think in the energy business. You don't have to be specifically in oil and gas. You got to be in the energy business and have a resume. Go and sign up. It's free for both companies and job seekers alike. We are going to be putting you, the job seeker, in virtual rooms with hiring managers. So there's going to be a ton of hiring managers that are signing up for this thing, and they're just going to be pairing people up and putting them in rooms and having conversations. Lots of hiring that's going to be going on. So if you're a hiring manager, you're a recruiter, you're an employer, please take part. If you are looking for a job, go ahead and sign up, put your resume on there and see if you can get linked up and be able to get you something. So really good stuff that's coming up on April 7th. On April 1st, prior to that, we're going to have Luis Gonzalez come on to the Vidor Locksmith Show talking about drilling problems. It was based off of an episode that I did with Neil Armstrong last year. but this time we're going to do it solamente en español. So that's going to be an absolute amazing show. Be sure to tune into that. Somebody says, well design. I thought at first when I was reading that, I thought it said web design. I was like, yeah, we're definitely not doing a conference on that. Scott Bennegill said it. Okay. Figured Scott Bennegill is always the one that's doing the stuff there. It says an error occurred while uploading that. Okay, no worries. Yes, show it. I don't remember what I was talking about 5 minutes ago, so I don't remember what that is. Comment on the RSS forum. Lots of information in short time. I found myself still thinking about what some of them said while we were already halfway through the next presentation. So should we do longer presentations, or is it just that they were able to pack so much information into a small time period that was a good thing? The small companies in particular had some very interesting material. Would have been nice to have a short Q&A after each presentation. So this is leading me towards thinking maybe 10-minute presentations. Everybody can get 10 minutes, 5 minutes to present, 5 minutes for Q&A. That's something I have been thinking about. It is on my notes as far as like going forward for doing some of these. Thanks for the shout out. I have no idea why it's me showing as LinkedIn user. Sorry, bro. And then Keith, back over on YouTube, was also being on the Get David. No worries. I think I'm about out of updates. Not gonna lie, this week and this event has really pushed me through my paces. We're gonna start concentration more back onto typical Gibson Report stuff and on getting this show ready and trying to be able to book out 7 to 8, 9 weeks in advance, going back to the specifics of that. Oh, Keith did bring up a good point. Remember to check out the wireline directory featured on the website. Yeah, so you guys haven't. We do now have a wireline directory. It's free, which, I mean, who doesn't like free? I'll pull it up here for you guys. I'll drop the link, the official link in there. Free wireline directory, copy. All right, there we go. All right, it's there. It's up, going. Okay, so now, if you guys won't, go ahead and check out the free wireline directory that was put together. Keith Stelter did all of the research for it, put everything in there, and he's continuing to expand upon it. And so that there's more and more and more in there. We've also got the free industry report, which I do need to update, the free MWD and directional drilling directory. There's a free, I don't know, there's a lot of free stuff on there. I can't even remember all this stuff. I just keep putting more free stuff on there. All right, Duncan says, reservoir engineering. Why are we drilling the holes, and what impact can we make in drilling and formation evaluation, a reservoir point of view? Excellent. I think we could definitely do that. If you haven't seen it, we also did a interview a long time ago. That was before we had this set up at all, before we were doing any of the live streaming stuff style like this, or did anything with StreamYard. Did an interview with George King. That was a really good one. He came on and talked about production versus drilling and his perspective on a lot of things. And it was a really, really, really good episode. So be sure to go back and check out that one. Does MWD, LWD jobs have a good future in oil and gas companies? That's a really difficult question. I would say, so long as we are still drilling holes, there will be a need for MWD, LWD jobs. Now, the LWD side of it's a little bit different because that's more for offshore or international work. If you're working in more brownfields or proven, you're doing more manufacturer drilling, LWD is not really needed as much. So the skill set for doing that job is a little bit lower. But obviously, there's still a need for somebody to understand that portion of the technology to be able to keep going forward. Mythbuster session on AI and geothermal scope globally sometime, please. What myths do we need to bust? I mean, I could definitely get in touch with, we could probably tag Jamie Beard in the comments. Jamie is a industry icon on the geothermal side. I think she's actually here in the Austin area, so I can call and talk to her. I believe she does have her Pivot 2021 event coming up. I'll have to double check with her, but be sure to check that out. Jamie Beard. If somebody could tag her in the comments, I'd appreciate it. Jamie Beard, Pivot 2021, and she did Pivot 2020 2020 last year. It was a great event. It was like over 4 or 5 days, tons and tons of really, really, really smart people. It was a lot to take in. I couldn't even get all of it in, and I was actively trying to. There was so much information. We got, how about 10-minute presentation, 5 minutes Q&A, slow things down a little bit, enable attendees to on what they have presented. Coagulate. I don't even know what that word is. Doesn't bother me though. I got public school education. All right. All right, guys. So I'll definitely be able to take all of this in. I do appreciate y'all being active with me here today and let me know what it is that y'all are looking for, what y'all would like to be able to see covered. This is a media outlet stream that is built for the audience. This is for you guys. The whole reason I'm doing a show today is just to be able to get some of the other stuff out there that I have been talking about. I haven't had time to really put together. But we'll do our best kind of going forward to be a little bit more professional here on the show and get as much as we can done ahead of time so we're not having the technical difficulties. There's still there's so much to hear that's going on in this office for this show specifically that I have been working on. And we're just we're this close to finishing stuff out. The freeze week really put us behind, but we've got spring break coming up, and during that week, we're going to be able to get a whole lot of things done and be able to come back with, new programs, new guests, new ways of displaying the information. We'll have the green screen hung up, and I'll be able to do some pretty cool stuff with that, as well as potentially be able to get some people back into the studio here and be able to start doing some in-person interviews again. Oscar says, many companies claiming big achievements in upstream using AI machine learning. It will be useful to put it on numbers. I agree 100%. That's why I said, if we do the AI ML style session, that it would be very, very specific to people having to be able to show that they've actually accomplished something and not just saying we can accomplish a lot of things. And being able to show what were the steps, what were the trials and tribulations and things of that nature. Is this coming in fuzzy, or is it just me on my computer over here? Everything kind of breaking up. I don't know. We got to keep testing out this 1080p thing to see if it actually is a good idea. Is AI introduction eating more jobs than it is creating? Sustainability assessment of digital solutions in oil and gas energy business. Wow. Not for me to be able to answer, but I bet we can find somebody that could answer it. Thanks, Raza, for the comment there. I do appreciate it. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to say, or anybody else want to get on the screen and say something? And I'll pop you guys up, or if you just want to be able to promote yourself and your company. It is funny, but it has leveled out. Wonder if anybody that's watching on, I don't know if you can watch on both places at one time. Because everything, what I see, everything's perfectly clear and fine. But then I've also got my other monitor running, showing me stuff, but it's very, 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 very pixelated. So, oh man, it's all saying it's fuzzy. That's no fun. All right, well, there's a lot of testing still left to be done here. I can't change the broadcast quality while I'm streaming, so there's lesson learned number 2 today. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Trying to bring the highest quality I can as far as the video and stuff. Here we go. AI needs some myth busting. All right. I think we're narrowing in on the topic, at least with the 30 people that are voting today. Good morning, David. Seems clear. Brian's really good at technical stuff, so I bet Brian could look at the LinkedIn and then over at the YouTube and tell me which one looks better. He's just good at that stuff. If y'all have any MWD questions, he's the person to talk to. Need some test runs? Reach out. Thank you, Whitney. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. I really don't have anything else. I'm gonna go. It's not even time for lunch yet. I'm starving. I want to just go eat a barbecue sandwich. Like I said earlier, thank you guys all so much for watching the show, for making it what it is. Continued support for everything that I've been able to put out there. It does mean a lot to me personally. I don't do this show for myself. I do the show for everybody else that's out there. I'm going to also try to get Melanie Woods and Amanda Rico back on the show again, and do another one of those hiring events. I know the SBE is doing one, but I can also do one that as well, where we have people come on and just like I think Whitney, I know Whitney for sure was a part of that one. Keith was a part of that one. Scott Vanoy, Nephi Smith. There's a lot of people that participated in that one. And the next one, I want to be able to have a much larger participation, give everybody 2 minutes, see if we can put like a little countdown, or if I can put my hand on the screen when I need to, put a little countdown timer on there, let everybody just talk, promote themselves, do whatever, and then, you know, move on to the next person and just kind of keep the ball rolling. So we'll definitely be doing that one here in the near future. So guys, stay tuned. Monday, I 100% I will work this entire weekend to find a really good guest for y'all. We'll get somebody to come on next Friday who could talk, and y'all can see what they have to say. Bring us something educational once again. Or if you guys have got any ideas, anybody, tag me in a comment, tag me in a post, send me a DM. Somebody, if there's any individual that you guys think would be a great person to be able to come on the show. Once again, I don't interview products. We don't do product releases. We possibly could, but for the V-Door Locksmith show specifically, we don't do that. So last one, we have any company looking to put products or services down here, South America, please reach out to me and give me a call. There you go. Oscar saying it. If you're trying to expand to the South American market, get in touch with Oscar. There you go. That's freaking phenomenal. All right. Lee Howe says you're doing great things for the industry. Keep it up, David. Lee, thank you so much. You've been around watching the show for a long time, and I really do appreciate it. So I do have a package of stuff sitting over there for you that I need to get your address for so I can send you something, because you won a drill bit once upon a time. I do remember that, and you are getting it, sir. So, all right, guys, relax, enjoy the weekend. Be your wife, kids this weekend. Don't drink beer. Don't have a wife. But I'm going to have a good weekend. I'll spend some time with the kids. So for everybody out there watching, I really do appreciate it. Thank you all so very, very much. Stay tuned for some of the other new stuff that we've got coming up. Next time, I'll make sure that the mic is working, so we're not having piss poor planning. I'll make sure that the camera is working. I'll make sure that I'm paying attention when Keith is on the screen. And I'll try not to have another hot mic moment like I did during the Rotary Stirable event. But this is what happens when you do stuff live, all off the cuff. Just let it fly. So thank you guys all for being here. Stay tuned for next week. We'll have some more. We'll have another amazing guest. And as always, know your industry.